Hello friends, today we're going to be jumping right back into our SlimeFun tutorial series. Today we're going to be looking at consumable talismans. If you're looking for our permanent talismans video, then you can find that right over here. But before we begin, I just want to thank all of you who have subscribed. Every time someone does, YouTube gives me a notification about it and it just makes my day. So if you could please consider checking to see if you're subscribed, it would mean the world to me. It's completely free and it only takes 2 seconds. And if you want to unsubscribe later, it's totally okay. Thank you all so much for helping me to change my life one sub at a time. Alright, so consumable talismans are right here, along with our permanent talismans, and also right here in our ender talismans. Unlike permanent talismans, consumable talismans are destroyed upon automatic use. So, in order to maintain consistent effects, you have to have a lot of them. First, we're going to cover what of each of our 6 consumable talismans are, then we're going to cover their raw materials. Once again, it's important to note that the effects of ender talismans do not stack with their regular counterparts. First, our talisman of the anvil will restore a tool to full durability once its durability is dropped below 0, and then be consumed. However, it will not work on items that have reached their prior work limit, meaning that they've been altered too many times in an anvil, such that they now show a too complex when they're put inside the anvil. Our talisman of the lava walker will grant you fire resistance 5 for 3 minutes upon coming in contact with lava, and will then be consumed. Our talisman of the water breather will grant you water breathing 5 for 3 minutes once you start drowning, and then be consumed. Our talisman of the firefighter will grant you fire resistance 5 for 3 minutes once you start burning, and will then be consumed. Note, however, that this only applies when you start burning. If you're in fire and a previous fire resistant effect wears off, you will still burn and the talisman will not activate. Our talisman of the warrior will grant you strength 3 for 3 minutes upon being hit, and will then be consumed. Our talisman of the knight upon being hit has a 30% chance of being consumed. When it is consumed, it grants you regeneration 4 for 5 seconds, restoring a total of about 16.5 hit points or 8.3 hearts. All consumable talismans, when turned into ender talismans, craft into 4 times the original amount, as you can see here, meaning that you should always turn them into ender talismans before using them. Here we have the total raw materials required to make 64 of our consumable ender talismans. In addition, I've gone ahead and broken down the totals for making 16 of each, which I'll show in a second. So these are gold dust, this is an ancient rune of fire, this is reinforced ally, and the rest is iron, and the rest is just the vanilla of what it looks like. For a talisman of the anvil, this is what we need, and it produces 16. For a talisman of the lava walker, this is what we need, and it produces 16. For a talisman of the water breather, this is what we need, and it produces 16. For a talisman of the firefighter, this is what we need, and it produces 16. For a talisman of the warrior, this is what we need, and it produces 16. And for our talisman of the knight, this is what we need, and it produces 16. So as you can see, the only ones that actually require some pretty expensive materials are the talisman of the warrior and the talisman of the knight, which makes sense since they're both pretty powerful consumable talismans. So I know this was a pretty short video, but I hope this helped you navigate this tricky part of SlimeFun crafting. These talismans are extremely powerful, so there's no reason not to make them, but don't get scammed by crazy prices because as you can see, all but these 2 are not that expensive to make. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you found it helpful, please subscribe. It's free, it takes 2 seconds, and it helps me out a ton. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.